Okay, hello and welcome back to Whitetail Survival. Tonight I wanted to go over a multi-tool with you. It's been a little while since I made a multi-tool video, so I thought this one was really cool, so I picked it up to review on the channel. So here's this multi-tool, and this one is made by BIBURY. I have went over a few of their things before, but this one is brand new. I haven't seen it yet. So why don't we open this thing and get right into it here. So the packaging feels pretty good. And it's a pretty heavy-duty box for what it is. And this just says Outdoor Mini Multi-Tool on it. On the bottom, there is the product number. So let's open this. I have not opened this yet, but all right, as you slide this open here, empty. Set that aside. And as you can see right on the top, there are 2 spare blades here. So that kind of gives you an idea of what is going to be going on inside this tool. So I'm going to put these here. And here we go. Here is the actual tool. And there's the cardboard box. Nothing else in there. Packed in some foam. Slide this out here. And here it is. So there is some tape on this yet. We'll get that when we open it, but there is the BIBURY branding, and this thing is pretty hefty. It feels super solid. All stainless steel, and as you can see, we got a pocket clip. And let's get a quick measurement on this. So let's just go here and we'll say it's almost exactly 3 inches long. And or about 18 centimeters. Or, yeah, 18. About 8 centimeters. That'd be huge. And then, thickness-wise, it's about a 1/2 inch. And about 1.5 centimeters. So that's pretty cool. Let's open this thing up. And this is a pliers-based tool. And it is spring-loaded. And I've seen this kind of spring function here on the Leatherman. When they had the Squirt PS4, it has a system like this, and it has one on both sides. It's not rust. There's some oil in there, actually, which is good. I guess they want to keep these things greased up for so they don't rust on the way here. But being stainless, it should be a little bit harder. And it has a very good spring function. As you can see here, we have needle nose pliers, and they are pretty fine, but they definitely come all the way together at the tip. But there's a slight bit of light in there. Then you have your regular pliers here. And you have soft wire cutters with a very small hard wire cutter groove. And this here, I'm not positive. There's no directions in the box, so I don't know if that's a crimper or not. It'd be awfully small if it was, but you may be able to cut something off with that. Might be something to test in the future. As you can see, it's a pretty thick head. So that's all on the inside. Let's flip this thing back shut. And let's start on this side. These are all slip joint, and as you can see, this is a piece of carbide on the end. And this is a glass breaker or a scribe. That carbide is extremely hard, so you can scratch glass with it, mark metal with it. Anything you want to scrape with that, you can scrape with it. Moving on from there, we have a nail file here, and that one is super grippy. It has a really cool pattern in it, but I can feel that thing is grabbing my finger like Velcro. And this is a package opener, and it is very sharp. So these things do really come in handy. If you ever use one of these, especially for like the clamshell packaging, super convenient for stuff like that. Snap back shut. Let's go to this side here, and we're going to hold this. So this is a one of these rescue cutters, and you know, you can cut strap with it, you can cut cordage with it, you can cut pretty much anything that will fit in there you can cut. I've never tried to use, possibly this could be used as a gut hook. I never tried to use one of these as a gut hook, but it's basically the same principle there. And the last thing, we got a little nail nick here. Instead of having a regular knife blade, there is a scalpel blade in here, and as you can see, it came with 2 more. That is really nice for being compact and being able to have a replaceable blade. So we know how sharp them are. Extremely. You don't want to get caught, you know, having this slice into your finger. And these typically go down. Slide it down and push it up and take it off. And there your blade is. And then it's just the opposite on the way back on. There's a groove there, as you can see. Nobody really shows this very often, but this ends up in that groove. Then it snaps down. And as you can see, people are always worried about these, but that's not just going to fall off. You have to be abusing that pretty hard to get it off, so that's a really cool thing to see. Scalpel blade on here. Now, I have another tool like this. I've went over this in the past. This is almost identical. This was made by Huahu, I think it was pronounced. And it's about identical. So I'm wondering if these are made in the same place and BIBURY just so happened to use this design, or they may make this same tool. But this is a scissors version, and here is a pliers version. And later on, I seen for sale now a trauma shear. I don't know if it's technically a trauma shear, but it's a shear version of this with a heavy duty scissor head. If I can find one, I'll pick it up to put on the channel too here, but I just wanted to show you that. And in comparison, the closest tool I would say would be this SOG Power Pint. So if you open it up, they're basically the same size. I mean, here's the plier heads. You can see they're about the same, honestly. It's just this is rounded, so it gives it the effect that it's not as thick, but these may be just a hair thicker on the head than what the SOG is. Back here, they're about the same though, so I'm guessing they're probably really close to the same thickness. But that would be the closest size comparison that I have, and everybody likes this tool. This is a really good tool. The only quirk I have with it is that you gotta open it really wide to use it. Not a super heavy duty tool, but that would be what I would call the closest size to this. Following that up, everybody knows, if you're into EDC stuff at all, the Gerber dime there. You can see it's slightly longer than the bottle opener side of the dime, and the head is about double the size, double the thickness. And just for example, if you're a next tool guy or gal, here is next tool mini sailor pliers. Spring loaded also, but still fraction of the size, no pocket clip. I'm going to carry this one around for a little while and see how it all works, and I will bring an update back to the channel later. So other than that, this is the BIBURY mini pocket outdoor pliers. This is pretty neat. I'm going to throw it, but this is a pretty neat little set of pliers for the price. I'll drop the Amazon link on here. That's where I got these from.
wasn't very expensive for what you're getting here, especially all stainless steel. So I will use these for a little while and I'll come back with an update on them. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you again on the next one. Thanks.